Hi folks, Dick here from Dick Says. This is my nuclear weekly moan about what the fuck is going on in this country. Well, here we go, fucking up to another week of bollocks in bleak Brexit Tory Britain, or should I say austerity Britain 2.0. What with postal strikes, train strikes, new NHS strikes, power cuts, everyone moping about, feeling miserable. Loads of casual and blatant racism. It feels like the 70s again. Which is odd because the media and the Tories said that Corbyn would send us back there. So that's another thing they've fucking stolen off him then. I mean, how fucking dense do these Tory idiots think we are? They trot out the same old shite about tough eye-watering decisions and great British values, and then they say we're all going to be struggling for the next few years. We, of course, we means us basically, because those fuckers won't be struggling this winter, that's for sure. They'll be lording it up on taxpayers' money, whilst telling the rest of us to tighten our fucking belts and blame everything on Putin and Ukraine and fucking migrants. I mean, really, do they really have forgotten about the past 12 fucking years then? Meanwhile, grinning, unelected fucking posh boy Rishi out-of-touch fucking Sunak is pouncing around like some kind of inept fascist, bleating on about how much he loves freedom, and then in the next fucking breath he's telling the police to clamp down on illegal protests. Illegal protests? We're supposed to be a fucking democracy. There shouldn't be any illegal protests. We'll have the right to do it, for fuck's sakes. And there he is on the news, grinning like a fucking Cheshire cat, pretending he gives a shit about the rest of us and understands how families in this country are struggling whilst demonising striking workers. What a fucking cant. Whilst his fucking missus is still operating and profiting from a Moscow-based company, and the spoilt little prick sprouts on about how we should all boycott Russia. I mean, what a fucking hypocrite. Then there is that other knobhead, Boris Spaffer fucking Johnson, who just can't keep his bugle out of fucking news, his appointed peer is up to the neck in corruption. I mean, what a fucking surprise, eh? Even when that prick is out of the picture, the stink of corruption still lingers on and on and on. And it's still been reported. Has it been reported on TV news? Is it bollocks? Not even when we're watching some inept Tory MP trying to ingratiate himself with the public after resigning in disgrace and being responsible for the highest COVID death rate in Europe is more important. I mean, what next? Boris Johnson on fucking Strictly? So we should be stripped of a peerage? I fucking doubt it. And odds are she won't pay back the money neither. Because they just don't give a fucking shit. They could care less about whether we like it or not. It'll all blow over in a few weeks when it gets overshadowed by another fucking scandal. You know what? I remember when the working classes struck together and every working person was in a union. Unlike today, thanks to the Tories and the Blairites, who've created more division amongst us than ever before. And this has worked out great for them, as now we're all busy fighting amongst our fucking selves instead of fighting them. The old classic divide and conquer ploy. We fall for it every fucking time. Trouble is, we've all been worn down over the years by endless propaganda and dumbing down and fucking adverts and bullshit and celebrities, where most of us just accept it because we just can't be fucking bothered anymore. And if you don't, you're demonised for thinking differently. I mean, what about all the bollocks with Truss and Kwarteng then? It's all blown over. No apology for that, and for the nightmare of Brexit, and for the past 12 years of piss-taking. In fact, the Tories are worse now than they were back then, with more bullying, corruption, sexual misconduct within the party, and no one fucking gives a bollocks. Including that docile Plank Starmer and his party of Blairite Tory wannabes. Referring to them as the opposition when they are basically the fucking same doesn't instill any confidence in me, that's for fucking sure. I mean, come on now, let's be honest. The UK has become a fucking joke, both here and abroad, and now we have the farce which is the World Cup being held in what is basically a totalitarian regime that not long ago was beheading people for being gay has got fucking outrageous fucking human rights fucking violations that we treat women like shit. And will we condemn it? No, will we, bollocks? Because we sell them lots of arms and they sell us gas. So again, money comes first and the world seems okay. Let's just ignore it. Now, according to our Foreign Secretary, if you're gay and you go to the World Cup, try not to be gay. I mean, these are the fucking people in power telling us this. It's like a fucking satire show. I mean, we got videos of Sunak putting his World Cup poster on the fucking wall, looking like an excited head boy who's just broken into the tuck shop and stolen a fucking Mars bar, while the likes of Beckham roll over and panders these fuckers by just for money. It's all sickening, and Sunak and the Tories bleating on about freedom of speech and upholding justice. Again, fucking hypocrisy. Well, that's me done for this now. I don't want to make it too long, so I'm going to fuck off now. And I just paid my lecky bill. So I'm off to celebrate by putting the heat on for 10 minutes this month. And hopefully if I don't fucking freeze to death, I'll see you next week. Cheers.